Here, one of the oldest opal mines in the world. They've been closed for about 100 years and recently reopened for tourism. But I'm here because of the bats. We're changing our clothes because it's dirty. And you can see the guys are really prepared, and we have to wear helmets and of course flashlights because it's dark. During winter bats hibernate and they usually search for the places with constant humid and temperature, and the mines and the caves are perfect environment for them. So here the temperature usually around 6 degrees all year around and quite high moisture. We divided in 5 teams because the tunnels are 35 kilometers long and it's one of the biggest colonies of bats in Slovakia here. So we're gonna search for them and we're gonna count them. I've got my helmet too.
By counting, we know what's happening to the population, because the problem is when the numbers are decreasing, then we have, oh, you have to do something. If it's increasing, it's okay. So our task is to keep them or to save them. And if some species have problems, then there are possibilities to help these species to keep the population.
We found one bat. That's the first one. Look, they're just around here. We just entered the first tunnel and already we found some bats, like one is right here. How do you determine?
They are very simple. Horseshoes are always covered in wings. So, and we have 3 species. This is the smallest one. Then we have middle size, and then the greater horseshoe is twice so big. So.
Okay, now it's my turn. I just came out from there. And here's one bat. Okay. We have 5 groups, and in each group there's a mining worker who knows all of the tunnels because it's like a maze here. You cannot really find a way without a proper guide. How do you remember all of this caves?
I don't remember.
So we could be
It's
lucky.
just luck.
Okay. This part behind me is open for tourism, and it's have bigger halls, bigger tunnels, and also lighting everywhere, and it's very nice. But we of course go to some smaller, hidden tunnels to inspect them for bats. It's quite intense, to be honest. That's interesting. Oh, here's some guy. So in a place like this, here's some expositions, you know, old mining carts and stuff like that. And I think it's very nice to come here just to visit the mines, learn about the history, the commercial mining and opal mining is not here anymore. Here's another thing, look, there.
It's very hot winter now, so some of them are flying. Sometimes they wake up and use this time for mating. You can see he's starting to breed more quickly, maybe in 10 minutes he will be flying also. Sometimes active bats find not active females and they try to mate also in winter.
Oh, okay. They don't lose time. And here's some old cans. Is it from the workers?
Not workers. Opal hunters.
Opal hunters.
Illegal.
Before it was, but now the mine is closed, so they check all the entrances, and now there are not so many illegal.
But it's
miners.
still possible to find some opal here.
It's quite interesting that if you disturb a bat during the winter, he spends so much energy to warm up the body and everything. Like without this waking up, he would last 2 weeks longer with the fat. But if he burns it in this moment because of the stress, then it cannot hibernate so long. Like so, if you have like 5 times or 10 times somebody disturb them, then they will not have enough energy to survive the whole winter. But once in the winter, it's okay. And we need the data.
In each team, there is a miner who knows these tunnels, then a person who writes down the data, and few others who search for the bats. You not only need to find the bats, but also determine the species correctly. And sometimes it's quite challenging.
2 species are here.
2 species?
Yes.
It's only 3 of them?
Myotis myotis, and here are Myotis blitti.
What's the difference between those? Because they're so similar.
Different ears. This one has a bigger ears and also color of belly.
In some cases, we took pictures to examine bats later. Every year, here around 8,000 individuals and at least 13 different species.
Plecotus auritus. Myotis emarginatus. German, it's mops fledermaus.
Genus Plecotus. Myotis emarginatus. Probably Myotis daubentoni.
I'm also learning different species of the bat, and I know for sure this one. It's a lesser horseshoe bat. Yes, I'm improving my skills.
It's quite intense here. You have to squeeze through some very small holes, and the guys are keeping quite a fast pace. And you have to always not only look up, but also through some small cracks and holes to find a bat.
I wish I would have hiking shoes with me, because the terrain is quite challenging, but we wear valleys. It's because here's a lot of moisture and water. So some of the mines are quite flooded. Oh wow, 12 meters deep, crazy.
That's one of the biggest such open places in the mine.
Okay, this stuff looks scary a bit, but we have to go down. All of this opal.
But this is
Not good quality.
Oh,
this is just
Not precious, but
so how much I can sell this? 1,000 euros?
5 euros.
5 euros.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
some of them are quite unstable on the air, so they cannot be generally it cannot be made from this. But this is quite nice in color,
Wow.
like this blue and green and.
The harlequin was found in 1775. It was the biggest opal found over the world. And now it is in Vienna in Nature Museum.
Opal is a precious mineral. Miners like Maros, when they maintain mines, from time to time can find some small parts of opal, which then is sold as a souvenir.
So this locality is quite special because it is very attractive for tourists, and also miners like to protect this site because it's a cultural heritage also. And third thing is that it's very important hibernation site, and sometimes it is like in conflict. But in this place they find very nice cooperation. That we are, as herpetologists, we are very happy that they are here because they protect the mine.
So I haven't been completely useless here. I also found some bats, just few of them. Isn't bat there inside?
Ah yes, there's one. Good.
Yeah, I found one.
Very good find.
But how?
Very not easy to find.
Do you know the species?
I think by the size and the dark ears and shape of the ears, it looks like Myotis daubentoni.
Takže dál píšem jedného?
Dávaj.
After quite a long journey, we finally have found what I was hoping to see. A large group of bats in one place.
15.
Oh wow, you can find here old card. Look at this. It's really old stuff.
New species. Myotis bechsteini, forest specialist.
New species for the science.
No, for today.
There, the one.
He has very long ears, small body, but very long ears.
And it's rare here?
We just find maybe like up to 10, I think, from 8,000. So.
Oh yeah, just 10. The bats are actually mammals and they breastfeed their babies, but what's interesting, they're also pollinators. And they pollinate many plants, and for example bananas are most exclusively pollinated by bats.
So bats are like the top predators in the ecosystem. They are hunting for insects. One small 5-gram bat can eat up to 3,000 mosquitoes during the night. So if you have a colony on your house with 100 bats, it helps the whole village has not so much mosquitoes than before. So bats are also very important pollinators. Also they disperse seeds in rainforests, and they have many other important roles.
We are finally out, and it was quite nice experience. And you know what surprised me the most? That all of this massive maze, 35 kilometers of shafts and tunnels and everything was done just because of this mineral, opal. Yeah, that's insane. I was scared to maybe to be too noisy or to somehow disturb the bats, but I think they're doing fine.
Some people from Košice called us that they found this bat on the street. It's a female of a common pipistrelle bat. She has a problem with the wings.
And you feed her with worms.
It weighs just 5 grams or something like that.
Yes, bats, especially like these big worms. It's tropical worm from America.
They have quite big eyes and they use this
Okay, we must give her snack. She's nervous.
light to identify the prey. So they use all the senses they have to be.
Most of the people here are volunteers, and I find it so amazing when they, during their free time, come here, go into these shafts and help scientific research. And you can do too. If you like this environment of underground, mines, shafts, caves, why not join, such organization and help them out? It feels great, you do something good, you do something important, you take a part in scientific research, you help to protect this species. It's awesome. If you like what I'm doing and think that's important, you can support me by just sharing this video, or you can join my Patreon, because I spent a lot of time and resources going to such projects. But most importantly, be brave to act.